Mema Oachi, my African brothers and sisters. Yes, in the Ghanaian language, when we greet good morning, we say Mema Oachi. Now, the reason I'm greeting you guys with the Ghanaian language today is because in Ghana, they have elected a new president. And President Jacob Zuma went all the way to Ghana to go and witness the inauguration of His Excellency John Mahama. I saw some other high-profile politicians like Ibrahim Traore, the newly elected president of Botswana. Zuma was also there. I also want to speak about Paul Mashatile, who says that the DA does not care about black people. He says black people are living in dump zones, and I was like, how can the ANC can also identify when our people are suffering? And he says they are not going to depend on the Western Cape government, but they're going to take action as national. That was very interesting. Tony Yengeni, the statement that he made about Palapala, to say it is unfair for a president to store foreign currencies in his house and then nothing is done and nobody sees any wrong about it. He says if an ordinary person would do that, would he get the same treatment? And also sticking with Ghana, Dr. Omar Johnson has received his citizenship there in Ghana. Very, very good for the Prince of Pan-Africanism. I'm very happy for the brother. We wish him all the best as he's making his trips back and forward. One day is one day. He will come in Africa and stay forever, because the African people, we've got so much love for our American brothers and sisters. Lastly, I want to speak about Fikile Mbalula, who disses the venue, Mandela Park Stadium. He says that thing is not a stadium. What do you call that thing? He says no, it's not a stadium. The flip-flopper who is Fikile Mbalula a day before was saying, no, listen, this thing is a stadium. The capacity is more than 20,000. Fikile Mbalula. Guys, let's talk about that and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Songwane Zinjiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we're going all the way to Ghana, where we've got a new president. Congratulations to all the Ghanaians. The new president, His Excellency John Mahama. Now, the interesting part is that Jacob Zuma went all the way to go and witness this inauguration. Jacob Zuma is very popular and well known in the west part of Africa, especially by the older generation of politicians. I think he's got a statue somewhere there in the west. Is it in Nigeria? I think in Nigeria, Jacob Zuma has a statue. Might have a statue also in Ghana. But anyway, you guys will correct me on the comment section. But let's just watch a small clip of Jacob Zuma there in Ghana.
We have the former president of the Federal Republic of South Africa, His Excellency Jacob Zuma.
Jacob Zuma at the tender age of 82 years old, ladies and gentlemen, going all the way to Ghana to go and experience an inauguration of another fellow comrade, His Excellency John Mahama, for me tells me that Jacob Zuma is still sending that message to the entire Africa to say, guys, I'm back. I'm in the field and this is what I'm doing. You're going to meet a lot of presidents when there is an inauguration of a specific president of any country. You're going to meet a lot of people coming there, and that is your chance to talk to other politicians, strategize, especially when we come to the issue of Pan-Africanism, Africa uniting as one. It's very important that you attend such matters. That's why I was shocked Cyril did not go and Jacob Zuma went there. But anyway, I'm sure ANC did send a representative there. So for me, it's nice to see this. I would have liked to see if Ibrahim Traore would have loved to to meet with Jacob Zuma. I think Ibrahim Traore will be falling a little bit on the side of EFF, the support that the EFF have given him. So he is more like the new generation of politicians. I don't think he embraces the older generation that much. But I was very, very much interested to see that Jacob Zuma traveled all the way from that. If you missed it, then you had it here on King Said So. Let's jump quickly to Paul Mashatile. Paul Mashatile is saying that the Democratic Alliance does not care about the people in the Western Cape. Ziyakhala manje.
When we say there is a challenge in Khayelitsha and Gugulethu, because we see it. We're not just talking, sitting in our houses. We can see the problems. You can see behind me here, piles of rubbish. The municipality of the DA is not cleaning this place. People are living in dirt here. So when we comment and say they don't care about our people, it's true. Here are the facts. Anybody can see. And we are not going to rely on them. National government is going to come here and work with our people, support them. I've got the Deputy Minister of Education here, the Minister of Housing is here, Deputy Minister of Housing is here. We are all going around, the premiers are here, Premier of Gauteng, to say this is how we can help the people of the Western Cape. So we are here not because we just want people to come to the rally. We are here because we want to know their problems, to see their problems, to work with them to resolve these problems. We're going to do it whether DA likes it or not. We are here, these are our people. If they don't do it as provincial government and the municipal, we will do it. And that's why we are here. These people are here.
You know what? It is so profound to hear an ANC official making this statement. I wish the ANC people, I wish the South African people can show the ANC people the scars they have caused on us over the last 30 years. You have failed veterans, you have failed the young, you have failed the old, you have failed everyone. If only we could show them our scars, up to the latest scar, that is the government of national unity. That was, guys, I wish they can just see how much we're hurting. The living conditions of black people in South Africa under the government of the ANC. Because the GNU is new. It's not like the people of Khayelitsha were living a life that was better when the ANC was ruling. I know that this is a provincial thing and the Democratic Alliance rules that province. But just the way as Paul Mashatile is saying that we are not going to depend on provincial, we are going to intervene as national. It means that national has got the power to better the living conditions of most South Africans, especially there in the Western Cape. But they were simply not doing it. But today is January 8th statement, and everybody is going to make promises and promises, and the people of Khayelitsha will never see these people again. I promise you. I promise. If only they could see our tears at night when there is no electricity, when there is no water, when there is no service delivery. I mean, if these ANC officials can see what is happening there. I mean, everyone is hating. I can see it on the comment section that South Africans are tired. Are tired, man. Are tired. But you will express how you feel about the ANC's last 30 years with this artificial democracy, what it has done for you. Some of you have got jobs, some of you have got opportunities, but when we look at the majority of the people, they are still suffering. That's why you will hear the ANC continuously repeat that we can do better, we can reach even more people. So for me, that's something that the ANC has to do. Tony Engedi, the statements that he made on the podcast about Palapala.
Look, I think a lot is going wrong in government. And what worries me and keeps me awake at night is the people who are given the legal and constitutional right to deal with these matters, the police and SARS and the Reserve Bank and whoever else, are not doing their job. And they're letting these things go. And I'm saying that it's a problem because if you do that, to one person or to two people, what are you saying to the others? If it is okay for me to keep foreign currency in my house without declaring it, it's okay, it's fine, I can keep it. But the law says something different. Now, when the law enforcers come in and say, okay, let's investigate, they come and say, no, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that? So if another person who's a guy in the street was found with the same, not Yengeri now, somebody else, are you going to treat that person the same as me? No. So the system that we have today in South Africa is rotten from within. It's not able to deal with the challenges that the country is facing, because from within, we've got people who are not sincere with their jobs.
Now, Tony, everything that you've just said makes it sound a lot like you're about to make an announcement of a change of party, because it seems to be the talking points that are coming from most of the other parties, to be honest.
One thing for sure, one thing for sure, ladies and gentlemen, Palapala will never go away. They can punish Abotoni Ngeni for saying what he said. They can expel him from the ANC. He's probably going to go to the MK political party anyway. I can see that happening very soon. I can see him saying, you don't even need to put me through this disciplinary hearing process of yours. I'm going. I can see Tony doing that. He's that type of a character. But let me tell you, Palapala will never go away. We will never forgive these people. The NPA that said, no, we have found no wrongdoing. Advocate, the new public protector, Koleka, saying, listen, the sale does not mean there was a transition. No, the transition of buying the cow does not mean that there was a sale. That Cyril Ramaphosa has got nothing to gain from all the sales that we're doing. Cyril Ramaphosa was out of the province when the sale was made. All of the nonsense that Ukoleka was saying. We will never forget these things. We will never forgive them for these things. Jail is waiting for our president, unfortunately, because when he loses political power, they will be coming for him. Every faction, the new faction that comes, will come for him. And it's embarrassing that you have people like the Democratic Alliance that says we will not vote for an impeachment against the president when it comes to the Palapala issue and protect him even though it is a crime. They say the bigger crime is to allow South Africa to be ruled by the EFF and the MK political party. We will never forgive these politicians. As long as I'm still have breath in my body, I will preach against this thing. What happened in Palapala is wrong, and the president was supposed to take take the country to confident that, listen, I'm taking responsibility for what happened there. I was wrong. Just like the same thing that happened to Jacob Zuma and Nkandla with the upgradation. He ended up, was ordered by the public protector of then to pay money, and I think it did. I think it was 4 million or something like that. So we will never forgive these people. Palapala is not going away. If Parliament leaves it, and all of those people, we here on the podcast space will continue talking about it. Guys, we need to congratulate Dr. Urma Ifatunde, former known as Dr. Omar Johnson, for obtaining his Ghanaian citizenship.
Capitalism cannot beat racism because racism invented capitalism. White people are serious about power. Black people are serious about money. It's the big difference between us. This is why a white man could be worth $10 billion. You will never know it. You will never know it. A black man will be worth $10 and you think he's worth 10 million. Right? Right. So white people are about control. Yes. You see? Yes. Control. Black people want to own things. White people want to own situations. Power bucks money every day of the week. When you hear Negroes say the only thing matter is green power, that's a politically uneducated Negro. The question is, who makes the green money? Who has the power to print the money? Power runs this world, not money. Money don't mean nothing, because when you got power, you can get anything you want.
You know what Dr. Omar Johnson says there breaks my heart, man. We as Africans are after money. I pray every day that God must not, give that thing of lust of money, always chasing after money and forgetting the true principles of life and of the Bantu people. I pray that God does not give me that heart, because really we are always so selfish to say, what about my house? What about my children? I need to take care of our country first before we can take care of other countries. Let's look at ourselves first. Let's chase everyone away. Let's switch off the oxygen machine. Let's do all of those things. Like these people, the Mzungus, they are looking for power. They don't care if you are president. That's why Tebo Dlamini said, rich people don't contest power. They influence decisions from outside. Tina, we want power. We want to be in government. I want to be the president. I want to be the MEC. I want to be the mayor. It's because you are chasing after the money. You don't even understand the power and the responsibility that comes with that those positions. And also, I think one day we need to have this conversation that how must our African brothers in America find their roots back home? I'm sure we're talking about many years of, families with information that died, libraries that are underneath the ground, and people don't even know actually where is their origin country. If you listen to Dr. Omar Johnson's story about how he traced back that he's from Ghana, it's amazing. So I'd like to congratulate the Prince of Pan-Africanism, a man I've learned so much from. He's the Pan-Africanist of our time, and also he's building a school, building a school, the Marcus Garvey College. We wish him all the best. I think very soon he's close into opening that school. It's over 10 years now that he's building that school. We wish the brother all the best. Let me go to Fikile Mbalula, because if Julius Malema was to say something like what Fikile Mbalula said, you guys will be calling him a flip-flopper. First, he says the Mandela Park Stadium is not a stadium. He says, what do you call that thing? Nibiza Leanto. Yo! Fikile Mbalula. Then he switches when the media is there and the cameras are there. He says something different.
History, this is the first time in 10 years that the celebrations are being held in Cape Town. And it's at a much smaller venue than previous years. What was the rationale behind having it at a stadium with a 2,000 person capacity?
There is no stadium that takes 2,000 capacity. That stadium takes 22,000. Go to the city of Cape Town. They will tell you. The people who do disaster management take 22,000. It's a conscious decision. And like I said, that we talk to our people, we come to our people. Paya Kayelija, Sibizwa Ntoni land, ISO Stadium. ISO Stadium lando siyakuyo. Lihlathi nje. Paya Kayelija ibizwa Ntoni? Mandela Park.
I don't mind the ANC going to Mandela Park at Khayelitsha to meet the people. But my problem is, so the ANC does not take 113 years serious. I mean, the ANC does not take themselves serious. 113 years. And this is the stadium that you're going to. And you yourself, as the Secretary General of the party, you look down to the stadium. You speak down to it like that thing is not a stadium. So this is, just imagine, guys, your organization turning 113 years. You are so used to your organization growing to the point that venues are not significant anymore. Just making an excuse that no, we are going to where the people are. It cannot be. 113 years. And now you want to tell me you are going to a non-existent stadium as per the words of Fikile Mbalula. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that these people continue to do this. And if they don't take themselves serious, I don't think we should take themselves serious also. The way they are behaving, they will fill that place with tents and chairs and all of those things because it has a capacity of 20,000 people. So I encourage the people that are not from the Western Cape, Eastern Cape, don't go to that, don't travel kilometers for a 20,000 seater stadium. Don't do it. I know you love your ANC so much. Stay at home, be safe. Stay at home, be safe. The ANC is just doing this as a they're just doing this just because they have to do it. The ANC is turning 113 years. It's January 8th statement, it's tradition. They have to, the president has to deliver as command for the year and all of that. But the ANC itself don't take this event serious. They don't. Otherwise, they would have chosen a better stadium. Otherwise, they would have chosen... guys, it looks like they don't even have budget for this. They are just doing it to be as cheap as possible so they can get over with it. At least that's how I see it. I'm not sure how you look at it, but you will tell me on the comment section. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.